I blame myself. I really do. I mean, even if it's only a failure of communication, the bottom line is that I still evidently failed. And much though I hate to make such videos for the simple reason that a clarification is almost universally added, not to make oneself clear, but to put oneself in the clear. I feel that in the current case that there is simply no alternative, as this has been such a hot topic. I mean, if folk like Andromeda's Wake watched this video and drew the conclusion that I was suggesting that we act like Saudi Arabia, then clearly I missed the mark. I mean, let's start with Happy Cabby.
But anyway, getting back to you, Thunderfoot, Newt Gingrich pretty much said the same thing. Is like, yeah, they won't allow a church in Mecca, so let's not have any mosques in New York City.
Did I say that? That because no one is allowed into Mecca, that we should not allow Muslims to build a mosque in New York? Did I say that in a lapse of judgment? No, I didn't. I said no such thing. I said that they had the right to build. And then I concluded it all with this. And I'll break the statements down into logically described clauses. Observation 1. Mecca is, for want of a better word, an icon of discrimination. The religious discrimination is based on the Islamic holy book, and is practiced at the center, in the very heart of the Islamic world. Observation 2. Many Muslims get on their knees and pray to this theocratically institutionalized icon of discrimination, some 5 times a day. Conclusion. It is not sensible to allow this specified group to use in the name of tolerance as an argument, all based on some elementary game theory, which I admit that I really did kind of gloss over in this video. And then, of course, just compose it into a first-person sentence. I will not be lectured on the virtues of tolerance or accept bargaining chips labelled in the name of tolerance from someone who, in order to comply with their religion, gets down on their knees 5 times a day to pray to an icon of discrimination.
How ridiculous is this? Oh, well, seems like they're praying to a place with discrimination, so every Muslim is bad. Every Muslim is bad. That is pretty much what you said in that video. That was your point.
I'm not so sure that was the point of the video. Or for that matter, that's even what I said. Observation 1. Mecca is, for want of a better word, an icon of discrimination. Observation 2. Many Muslims get on their knees and pray towards this Mecca of discrimination 5 times a day. Conclusion. It is not sensible to allow this specified group to use in the name of tolerance as an argument.
Okay, you can't fucking validate saying that it's a jerk move for the Muslims to build a fucking mosque there by saying that, these people, you know what I'm getting at. It's fucking ridiculous. You can't make that comparison. Can't even speak. I'm so fucking annoyed. You pawn yourself. This whole video pawns its fucking self. But you fucking should get called on it because a lot of people aren't going to realise that. You say you will not be lectured by Muslims because they get down on their knee to pray. Well, let's be a little more accurate, because it's a bit more accurate to say that you won't be lectured by anybody. Okay. You routinely ignore criticism from other atheists. You know, from Westerners, you know, from the people that you seem to think are automatically more intellectually respectable, you know, by virtue of their denial of a deity. Well, I'm sorry, but that is not the only fucking thing that needs to happen for a mind to be rational and progressive. You seem to think it is. You're just as fucking bigoted as some of the people that you criticise, and it's pissing me off. And I didn't want to make any more fucking videos about this, but tell you what, Thunderfoot, I'm an atheist. I don't get on my knees to fucking nobody. Why don't you accept this criticism?
Well, where do we start? Well, maybe with the niceties of language. I did not say I would not be lectured by Muslims because they get down on their knees and pray. The conditional clauses are actually important here. They change the meaning of the sentence. That is...
You say you will not be lectured by Muslims because they get down on their knee to pray.
Is not the same as. I will not be lectured on the virtues of tolerance or accept bargaining chips labelled in the name of tolerance from someone who, in order to comply with their religion, gets down on their knees 5 times a day to pray to an icon of discrimination. Likewise, I could go through and address other various tangents that people seem to have taken with this video. Okay, I'll do one more. For instance, a common one was, it's a community centre in a mosque, like that's a deal changer. I mean, to be frank, as far as I'm concerned, it's a distinction without an operational difference. It's a place to advance the Islamic faith, to increase the numbers of people in the world who get down on their knees and pray towards Mecca, and I'm really not convinced that that's going to make the world a better place. And yeah, this is a similar reason to why I'm against the growth of all faiths. However, in that race, the growth of some religions is more egregious than others. Do they have the constitutional right to do it? Well, of course, that was specified in the first line of the video. And I have the constitutional right to highlight that those who get down on their knees and pray to an icon of religious discrimination really have waived their right to be taken seriously when they presume to lecture others on the virtues of religious tolerance. And sure, you have every right to disagree with me, for I fully acknowledge that I am neither omniscient or infallible. And I fully acknowledge that many minds are better than one, and that is the power of this forum. But please, at least be sporting about it and limit your criticisms to things that I actually said.